Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Young and the Restless. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Young and Restless just teased a return to one of its more controversial storylines, and no one even noticed. Shakeups have been the order of the day on Young and Restless lately, and another one could be looming if we're reading the possibilities of a recent development correctly. After all, when a soap couple is suddenly thrust into the orbit of a single person, there's always the possibility of a love triangle developing. But this one would mean revisiting a controversial storyline from the past. Would they? Young and Restless preview. Eric Braeden teases retribution for Victoria. Just watch. One of those shakeups we referred to was the split between Summer and Kyle. Summer is holed up at the Genoa City Athletic Club anticipating that the rift will be temporary, but viewers have a little more information than she does. Despite spying Kyle and Audra with their heads together at the GCAC bar, Summer still has no inkling that they're already sleeping together. Moreover, we predict that Kyle's latest move will spell the end of his marriage to Phyllis's daughter for good, or at least for a while. That means Summer will be single and eventually ready to mingle, or at least have revenge sex with someone. Many fans have been predicting, or hoping, that Summer will get together with Chance, who is perhaps Genoa City's most eligible bachelor right now, having just come off a shakeup of his own when his wife Abby cheated on him with Devon. Summer and Chance have established a weird bond considering he's looking to arrest her mother these days, but he emerged as a concerned, if not downright protective, party to her grief when they all believed Phyllis had been killed. Most recently, she confessed her role in her mother's shenanigans to Chance and tentatively declared them friends. And while the writers may go there with these two once Kyle's extracurriculars have been revealed, another possibility has just reared its arguably ugly head. Summer has asked Chelsea Lawson to fill her former position at Marchetti as she takes Kyle's CEO seat after his departure. On the surface, this seems like another round of musical jobs, and a much-needed one since, let's face it, few were enthused with the writers penning Chelsea as a video game developer. But Chelsea may end up sorry she ever agreed to return to the world of fashion. Why? Chelsea's in a relatively new relationship with an old flame, and the man she once raped, but that's another story. And the new job will inevitably have her, Summer, and Billy interacting on a constant basis. On a soap, this is always a recipe for a love triangle. As many Young and Restless fans will undoubtedly recall, Summer and Billy have a particularly thorny history. Summer developed a huge crush on the Abbot when he was dating her mother and pursued him relentlessly, as she was not happy with Phyllis at the time. Billy rebuffed her advances until he didn't. When Billy discovered Phyllis had cheated with her ex-husband Nick, he got his revenge on the redhead by taking her daughter to bed. The whole storyline had a certain level of ick and proved to be controversial for many fans, which ironically may make it an appealing plot twist to revisit. Cause if they're looking to do shakeups, Summer and this Billy would developing an attraction could send Chelsea into another spiral just when she's improved so much. And can you imagine the reaction from Jack, who just turfed his own son from the company to avoid uncomfortable situations in the workplace? Phyllis would go nuts, and even Kyle would have to take notice, given that he helped Summer to get past that chapter of her life previously. Billy has been the voice of reason at Jabba lately, but that just means he's due to screw up colossally again. And throwing him, Chelsea, and Summer together in a storyline, with Summer about to go into a tailspin when she finds out Kyle's with Audra, provides the perfect opportunity. Do you think Young and Restless would go there again with Summer and Billy? Let us know in the comment section. Look back over Summer's life and loves in the photo gallery below. The Young and Restless coming out, that was met with outrage, not open arms. Coming out to family is never an easy process. But when you come out 20 years after faking your own death, sending a funny version of yourself to take your place in the family, then returning to essentially yell, "Surprise, it was all a lie." Well, that makes things a bit more complicated. But hey, that was the route that the Young and the Restless Philip Chancellor III decided to go when he finally came out to his family on July 13, 2009. Billy issues a stern warning, and Lily lowers the boom on Daniel and Heather. Philip had been in Geno City for a little while by then, having been forced to come back after ex-wife Nina returned to town and began unraveling Stan and Kane's lies. Philip came out to her as he tried explaining his actions, and she urged him to tell his family in the hopes of repairing their relationships. He didn't think it would make much of a difference, but he agreed to give it a try. The day Catherine returned home after the mini-stroke she had upon seeing him alive. Timing, man, timing. At first, Philip insisted nothing he could say would help repair the damage he'd done to his family. His hemming and hawing ticked Catherine off enough for her to tell him that he and his secret could go to hell, which was all it took to get Philip to angrily blurt out that he'd had to get away because there was no way the Chancellor Hare could be gay. Cue the shocked looks. "I just don't understand how this could be," Mom Jill began, but it wasn't difficulty in accepting him or that he was gay that upset her. "How could you have hidden this from us? Why would you want to?" She and Catherine then began to dissect Philip's relationships with Nina and old girlfriend Cricket. "Sorry, Christine. For heaven's sake, Philip," Kate chastised him. "We're not bumpkins. You could have trusted us." Then she doubled down. "You took the coward's way out, young man, that's what you did. And then you compounded it 100 times over by sending Kane to take your place." "None of that mattered," Philip insisted. "Times were different back then, whether they acknowledged it or not. He was lonely, lost, and felt trapped. I couldn't survive it," he told them. "As long as I stayed here, I had no life." When you imagine a prisoner of war, is this what you imagine? But it seemed none of them were getting through to each other. Exasperated, Catherine turned to Nina to find out what she thought of the whole mess. "I'll throw myself a pity party later," Nina responded. "Right now we have to deal with this, try and resolve things as best we can." But they didn't resolve anything, at least not that day. Instead, Philip just walked out without another word. The healing would take time and was less a matter of acceptance than of forgiveness. Eventually, Jill, Catherine, Nina, and even Chance would forgive Philip, and he, in turn, would realize that they loved him no matter what. Take a look at a slew of other actors who've joined Beards in coming out with our salute to soaps out and proud LGBT+ actors in the photo gallery below. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching.